Merry Christmas, everybody, from Bump the Night TV. I hope no axe killers come in your house and chop up your presents.
Chop, chop, chop.
Welcome to Bump the Night TV. I'm your host, Orson Hills, and with me always is my Bourbon. Get out here. I don't care if you don't like it.
No.
You look adorable. Get out here. It's Christmas. Oh, you look adorable. My host, my elf on the shelf, Bourbon Hitchcok.
Bah humbug.
Oh, don't be that way. What's the topic for the night?
Slasher Christmas films. Or killers Christmas films.
Okay, what is it now?
Christmas films.
Christmas films or horror and Christmas films?
Horror Christmas films. Ho, ho, ho.
You like a drink?
Yes, please.
All right, so anytime you can take a childhood holiday and turn it into something evil and scary, we're all in for it. Have you got any ones you want to start with?
Ooh. You better watch out. Thank you. Better watch out.
What for? What?
Better watch out. It's a movie.
Oh, it's the horror film. Better watch out.
Girl comes home from Christmas holiday from college.
I like where this is going.
Parents are out, gone on a date, and power goes out. And then next thing you know, there's some Snoopy Whoopies going through the neighborhood.
Snoopy was
Snoopy Whoopies.
and the gang. This is a Christmas Charlie Brown thing going on.
Yeah, and then they try to get in their house. Little burglars / killers.
Little burglars.
They saw there was kids in the house.
So Snoopy and little burglars are in this.
Just the burglars.
The what?
Burglars.
Burglars. Okay.
Burglars. And then they try to kill them. And it's kind of like a gothic version of Home Alone.
And it's all set during
Christmas.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I'm going to go in the opposite direction. I'm really digging and watched like 5 or 6 times this year already. Krampus.
Krampus.
Oh, come on. A demon that snatches children up, puts them in a bag, and beats them with sticks.
Yeah,
That's what Christmas is all about.
pulls them up the chimney. Jumps from roof to roof.
Yeah.
Grabbed that one girl where it did the little jack in the box and slid it beside the bus. Classic.
Okay, well, you know, there's actually Krampus Schmidt. I believe I'm saying it right. I'm Irish, not German, so forgive my slaughtering of your holiday. It's, I believe, December 5th.
Mm.
So we've already missed it. Did Krampus come by your house?
I heard somebody knocking on the door, but I just thought it was a bill collector.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're probably safe. All right. So I think all this goes back to the first one is Silent Night, Bloody Night. A lot of people don't know about that when they go directly to Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Yeah.
But if you watch Silent Night, Bloody Night, it's darker and more violent, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Why it was never picked up in the franchise.
And you know, they remade it like 2016 when they did Silent Night.
Yes.
So it was a remake, which I thought was
the remake is almost Sci-Fi Channel worthy. Jesus.
Oh, God.
It's so good.
It was almost like Jeepers Creepers 3.
That's
where it filmed in, I think, three screens, and it made $7,000 worldwide.
Okay. And then, of course, I've already watched Gremlins.
Oh, now, there's a debate, so I'm going to put a poll right above me. Is Gremlins a Christmas movie or not? So when you see the icon pull up, click on it and vote yourself.
What's your opinion? Horror film or Christmas movie?
I say Christmas movie.
Okay, why is that?
Because it's Christmas. It was done during Christmas time. Had Christmas balls and ornaments and
Did Christmas balls?
Yeah, Christmas ball, so it has to be Christmas.
Have you seen? Oh, I'm gonna go with horror film because you never see them open any presents on Christmas Day. He actually gets the Mogwai before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
This here, there's a body count, which most Christmas movies, the only people that die in a Christmas movie is either the parents or the spouse.
Yeah.
But no, these are like random people getting killed by the gremlins. So I consider it a horror film, not a Christmas film.
Okay.
But I'm going to watch it every Christmas just because it's an excuse to dust it off the shelf.
Good. Black Christmas.
Okay, tell me about Black Christmas.
Black Christmas. College girls get trapped in their dorm. Snowstorm comes through there. Knocks out the power.
Is this the original or the remake?
I think it was on the same storyline.
No.
They just remade it. I think this is the remake.
Yes.
Snowstorm comes through there and knocks out the power. And girl's kind of tripping out because she thinks that she might be suspecting that she's killing off her friends. And she is. She's delusional. She's blacking out.
I don't think we're talking about the same movie. Didn't the Black Christmas have like the inbred boy that was slightly mutated living up in an attic in the remake?
And the intern got my notes mixed up.
Now in the original though, we've got
yes.
Yes.
College girls trapped in a dorm. Yes. And
Did
it has
you watch
a random
it?
killer goes out. I read the wrong linear notes.
That's what all your notes say. Random killer breaks into college girls during Christmas.
Breaks into change college girls.
That's great. That's great.
New college girls.
All right. So, Black Christmas stars Margot Kidder. You know who that is, right?
Yes, I do.
Who is that?
Margot Kidder was Superman's girlfriend, wasn't she?
That's right. And was she also in Indiana Jones?
Yes.
Was that the same girl?
Yes.
All right. So, in this one, she's a shorty girl, and she's a drunk. And nobody really believes her. And the best thing about this whole film, it's sad because there's like, for the first hour, there's only one kill. I mean, they pit her around that one dead body for like a whole hour. But the best thing about the film is the crank calls the killer sends to the house. Anybody gets a chance, just tune in just for the crank calls. I mean, I'm afraid to say that. Oh, we're on Patreon, aren't we?
Yeah.
Like I said. So he's squealing on the phone like I'm a pig. I want to lick it. I want to lick it. I want to lick your little piggy cut. Over and over again. Just the most obscene phone calls, you've ever heard. And they're fantastic. I need to make it like my voicemail when you call my phone. All right. So, do we have any movies about toys being evil for Christmas?
I don't think I've ever had any.
You don't think you ever had any? There's not demonic toys and Christmas and all that stuff?
No. Oh, I looked at the demonic toy series and I didn't see any.
No, nobody got a Christmas gift for demonic toy. Okay.
No.
What about Santa's Sleigh?
Oh, you talking about that crappy Goldberg movie?
How dare you?
Yeah, worse than Mansquito.
Oh no. This is a work of art.
Oh God.
Yeah. Okay, you've got Chris Kattan and James Caan from The Godfather. Getting killed in the first 5 minutes of the film.
Yeah.
By
Bill Goldberg.
Who's Santa Claus?
Who is Santa Claus?
He's actually Santa Claus's brother who lost he lost a bet and has to be good, and the bet's finally over and he can go back to being evil again.
Yeah.
And that's just awesome. Christmas gift everybody's heard.
It was awful.
Oh, well then tell me one of your award winners.
Oh, well, I got one.
No, you don't.
Black Christmas.
We just talked about Black Christmas, you dingleberry.
Christmas Horror Story.
Okay, tell me about that one.
Christmas Horror Story. This one was terrible. To me, when I saw it, it looked like a spoof of Krampus. Because that's what it had in it was Krampus. Krampus and these... had these elves that were zombies.
How did they become
And
zombies?
it didn't ever explain it. It just
Did it
boom.
not explain, or did you not watch it?
No, I didn't.
You did?
It was stupid. Just kind of dropped in the middle of the movie.
So you're just going to hate on all horror Christmas films?
Pretty much today.
Oh,
You found no good ones yet.
you're so terrible. So no Krampus for you, no nothing.
I mean, we do Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Okay, tell me about that one. I think you've got them all mixed up in your head now.
Oh, Silent Night. There was several. Wasn't there like 2 of them? And then there was a reboot of the original.
Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Well, you had Silent Night, Deadly Night, and then there was a part 2, and then like 4 or 5 years later, they rebooted the original and just called it Silent Night.
I think they're on like Silent Night 7 last time I checked. That should be your punishment for not doing your homework, is having to watch all of them.
I've watched them. I only watched 1 and 2 though, because the rest of them to me was terrible. So,
Well, I went and got myself a Christmas present, and I booked tonight's guest, Juno Mars.
ooh,
So I'm going to need you to move so she can sit next to me, and you can sit next to your little intern board.
my little intern board.
That's right. And that's how the bourbon says.
Okay.
Come on, my little elf. Hop, hop. You look like a Christmas horror film. Get up. Get up. with the most adorable Santa Claus I've ever seen, Juno Mars.
Hello.
So, what are you here for tonight?
We're doing a little bit of holiday spirit burlesquing.
Burlesque, huh? So tell people what burlesque is exactly.
All right. Burlesque is super complicated to explain, but it's a form of dance. It's a form of theater. Most of the time it has to do with striptease. So you creatively figure out how to striptease in the most theatrical, glamorous way that you can think of it, essentially. So then there's like nerdlesque, where you do cosplay.
Oh wait, there's genres of it.
There's lots of genres.
Hold on, I'm getting into this now.
All right, I'm gonna go through the genres real fast for you. There's classic burlesque, what you would think of from like the 1950s, ladies with fans and just, very graceful. Then you have the neo-burlesque movement, where you get a little bit more creative about it. So it's not just about the striptease. It's about incorporating some sort of theme or storyline. I think it's going more in the direction of theater rather than classic. It's just, you're just peeling off your clothing in a really cute, sexy way.
Gotcha.
So now the biggest thing right now is nerdlesque. So it's like cosplay. I mean, that is like the most easy, digestible form, I think, of burlesque, because everyone laughs when they see their favorite characters stripping out of clothes in a funny way.
Yeah.
So that's like, if you go to the con scene, you've seen a burlesque show. You've seen a nerdlesque show. So.
I may have seen one or two.
Yeah. Can you remember any that you liked?
Yes.
What was it?
Let's see here.
Oh, God.
Okay, so I don't want to make you laugh. See here, what stands out was like I just did not expect it the most, because it felt slightly an attack on my senses. Was somebody did a Dora the Explorer one?
Yep, I know who did that one.
I was like, isn't that an underage child? I'm slightly upset that I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, but the thing is, the beauty of it is it's not a child. It's a grown-ass woman. So if you think of a child, that's your problem. Not you as in you, but in general. In general. They used to have adults, like, play children in shows.
That's why we got him dressed up like an elf today.
Yeah.
He was the original Spanky on our game.
That is... Give me a hand. That was... That was the most awkward handshake.
I've given him a lot of whiskey tonight. It's Christmas.
Gotcha.
Do you have a question for Juno?
Have you, what is the freakiest gimmick you've ever portrayed?
Oh, that would be, off the top of my head, I guess, that would be, I have a little kitty routine where I'm a conniving little kitty. But then you realize that I'm just being bitchy because I'm pregnant. And then I birth kittens on stage. Then I swing them around and toss them over my shoulder like a boa. And then I cry at the end.
That's fantastic.
That's probably the freakiest.
I thought you were going to say Santa, but I didn't know.
This one used to be the freakiest because this burlesque act is based off of Buffalo Bill.
That's fantastic.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That fits this program perfectly.
I love it.
It's perfect, right?
So you've done this for how long?
Since 2014.
Okay.
But I've been pursuing it pretty professionally, training and taking it very seriously for the last 2.5 years.
Any incidents from drunken fans?
Ooh, so I tour. I tour with a group based out of Michigan, Super Happy Fun Time Burlesque. Shout out.
They do that pyramid song.
Yeah. That's originally where the birthing of the kittens came from, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, we do a lot of freaky stuff in that show.
Yeah.
Our last show we toured was called Betsy DeVos Cum Gargler. It was hilarious. It was Betsy,
Santa's listening,
Yep. We weren't drinking actual semen. It was almond milk, unsweetened. Anyway, but...
I gotta get you some almond milk bourbon.
Right.
Yeah.
With a little squirt bottle.
Yeah.
Anyway, while we're on the road, we're going to bars, lots of different venues. So people are getting trashed. the whole time. And so I think the craziest things that I've seen has been on that tour. And like one time someone literally like got so mad that we were dancing with an American flag that he threatened us to go get his gun and bring it back.
What state was that?
That was in Florida. Could you guess?
Yay, Florida man strikes again.
Florida man strikes again. We love Florida.
Oh, I didn't know if like maybe a fan had gotten really drunk and tried to get handsy with you. And
No, and see that's another big part of burlesque. It is more like theater than working in a strip club. Like we're all strippers, obviously, but we're not. The biggest difference is that people are actually paying a ticket to see you and see what you've creatively put together, and it's not necessarily about getting off or like seeing someone be sexual for your pleasure. You're kind of sharing the love of their body with the dancer type of thing. And so it is very clear at most burlesque shows, you do not take pictures. I mean, there's usually professional photographers for that. You do not touch the dancers. If you want to give them money, you can give it to a stage kitten or you can throw it on stage. We love that.
well, what's a stage kitten?
A stage kitten, she's been on one of my stage kittens before. A stage kitten is essentially a helper. They will come on stage and pick up all the delicates that have been taken off and put them in a pile for the performer to come back and grab it. And they're just very cute and just adds to the whole show.
So, Bourbon, you're kind of like my anti-stage kitten.
Meow.
Anti-stage kitten, I like that.
Yeah, anti-stage kitten.
Anti.
Okay,
Here comes
so
the bad face.
as you continue on with this, do you want to just continue performing, or do you want to start your own show?
So I would like to get to where I can perform pretty regularly, but I want to travel. So I've done the touring thing in the U.S. My goal is to travel internationally with burlesque, but then my ultimate goal is to essentially be a producer. I want to produce shows, curate shows, get people together, create new learning experiences. I kind of want to just like get more people in the game of watching burlesque and seeing it as not so controversial, because it's really not. I mean, it's just theater. But I'm also gonna go to law school in 2 years. So that was random.
It kind of sounds cliche.
Cliche?
Yeah. I'm stripping my way through law school.
You know what? I am just so excited to be able to say that.
It's fantastic.
Like, I am just so... Well, I got to get in first, but I'm playing my cards, right? I think I know what school I want to dive into.
Any particular law you want to get into heavily?
Not at the moment. I am still trying to figure out what the best avenue for my needs are. And it might end up that I do criminal law, which I've always said I didn't want to, but if I want to help underrepresented people, that's probably going to be the direction I go into. A lot of people think I'm going to do like entertainment law, but I'm not trying to just write contracts all day for people who are trying to make it. I want to actually help people, in sticky situations, people that may not be able to get represented. Prostitutes, strippers, stuff like that. Like, I want to help change the way we view everyone. So, and I will say this one thing, too. The law industry right now is very dedicated to creating a more diverse industry. Now, diverse doesn't necessarily mean race, but they want people from all walks of life to become lawyers, because lawyers need to be trusted by the general public. So they need more people to represent people who are like themselves. So they need dancers, circus freaks, like engineers, any sort of thing that you do with a law degree, you can mash it together and help the people that are around you.
That was a very passionate answer. I didn't expect that much. Mm-hmm. Bourbon, on the other hand, looks antsy, like he's going to ask you a very, very important question.
So,
oh God, I need to embrace you for this.
If this law class doesn't work out, you going to fall back and be the stripping attorney?
Ooh. You just gave me an idea for a new little tagline.
I mean, you could have 2 doors in your office, and put a divider.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Or just have 2 desks, and If you want to do the burlesque, you come over here and negotiate. If you be the
Mm-hmm.
attorney, you just go around through another wall and sit down over here and
Well, maybe if
save rent.
yeah, well, maybe if sex work is legal by then, people could actually have a space to. Well, not that burlesque is sex work, but people will actually have an opportunity to like have dual lives like that. You can be an attorney and you can still give blowjobs in the next room.
See, I'm trying to work
Not
in
that
a...
I do that or
I
anything.
think they do that in Belgium already.
Probably.
And they make great chocolate, you know. Somewhere in there, I was trying to work in a subpoena joke, but I couldn't figure it out.
Oh, ooh, now that's
Because I'm childish.
That would be a great stage name. So think of stage names.
Oh, yeah.
Subpoena. Katrina Subpoena.
Subpoena Sabrina.
All right. My Santa suit's getting hot after watching that. We had to hose Bourbon off. We'd like to thank you for coming out tonight. Go ahead and plug all your shows and upcoming performances.
One of my gloves fell off. Upcoming shows. Let's see. Well, follow me on Instagram, Juno_Mars_. I don't have any shows in the very near future, but we are going to be having a fundraiser eventually for the GLCC Championships. It's a burlesque competition. I was in it last year, and I'm going to be in it again this year. And there's other people in Chattanooga that are going to be in it too. So we're going to do a huge fundraiser show for that particular event. So if you follow me, you'll get the details of that coming soon.
I think I know when I'm taking my next vacation, Bourbon.
Absolutely.
Okay, so tonight's topic's been horror films during Christmas.
Cool.
You catch anything like that, like Gremlins or Silent Night, Deadly Night, any of that stuff?
Honestly, Gremlins has always been my favorite Christmas movie, and I know a lot of people say that, but like,
Aha!
yeah, because
It's a Christmas movie. I knew it was.
well, I've always like associated pretty eerie feelings towards Christmas anyway, because it's like people are like lying to kids about somebody coming in their house in the middle of the night, and like, you know, your parents are just tricking you all the time. So I've always felt really weird about Christmas, and I think when that movie came out, I forgot how old I was, but I was very young. And I thought it was amazing that was
like
happening.
It's like the one
yes,
creeper that your family allowed to come down the chimney every night.
Right. And the Gremlins kind of took that idea of, well, hey, it's Christmas, but no, really disturbing things are about to happen. And, you know, Gizmo's really cute.
Not a bad answer. I got to disagree with you on the lying to your kids. I think that is the magic of Christmas. You know, like, oh, magic doesn't exist, but like, you're doing this for your children generation after generation after generation. That's kind of magical in itself, that you're still carrying on that tradition.
But then you tell your kids, Santa, if you're not good, Santa will come down your chimney, and you go, but Dad, we live in a 3-room mobile home with no chimney.
He's got a key. It's a credit card. You just slide between the lock. Pops it open. Same one Uncle Jimmy uses to get your meds out of the cabinet.
So, what do you feel about the Tooth Fairy?
Tooth Fairy?
It's a different episode.
Is it the same concept?
It's magic. It's not how you thought the magic worked,
Mm-hmm.
but the fact that it's passed on generation.
Yeah.
That's it's magic. It's not what you thought it was, but
Right.
it's still there.
Yeah, it's like personality disorders.
I've got a bunch of those. I drink to drown most of them.
It's like mental health. It just gets passed on and passed on. You never know if it's actually there. Ooh. Sorry.
It's a little more. It's looking low.
Let's show this off. I mean, I'm sure you guys see this every time they do an episode.
No, that's the special Christmas one.
Knob Creek.
That's the select bourbon. It's a 15-year-old bourbon, and it's cask strength. If they want to sponsor us, that's fantastic.
Slob on my knob. That's probably one of the dirtiest songs.
I'm a big Gigi Allen fan, so.
Gigi Allen?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm talking about...
Don't follow in his footsteps.
I'm not even gonna say the lyrics, because it's too much, and I won't stop. I know every word.
You do not.
Of slob on my knob? Slob on my knob, like corn on the cob. Check in with me can do that. I could keep going, but I don't think you want me to.
Like I said, this is the Patreon show, so we're doing whatever the hell we want.
Ooh. Do y'all
We
want
don't
to
have
listen to
time,
me
though.
sing? Oh my goodness, that would
Do
be
it.
fun.
It's Christmas. Do it.
That would be fun at karaoke. Can we have a karaoke show one day?
I don't see why not.
Yes.
Make Bourbon get up there and do all those songs.
What would you sing?
Oops, I did it again.
That's perfect for him. Do you know the words?
Probably not, which would make it
Fair enough
fantastic.
to this, I will.
Ah.
Yeah. I can't sing. I'm tone deaf. But
You probably could if you sang really low and in the shower when no one's around.
I mean, I can kind of do a really good Elvis impersonation.
Ooh, can we hear it?
Well, I can show it to you. You ready?
That's good one. Death is funny.
Oh, wait, I can do the ghost Elvis. Oh, boo.
Wow. That was perfect.
No.
You're perfect.
Thank you. All right, Bourbon, what'd you say about you had a Christmas present for me?
Yes.
Oh.
I made you some cookies. Try one.
I don't think it should.
Try one.
He's already eaten all the
Insist.
penises off of him.
No, you don't try. Try one.
What?
Real quickly,
That's a
I
nice
would tell
chew.
everybody, thank you for coming and watching. We want you to subscribe,
All
hit
right,
the
nutmeg?
icon bell.
All right. What is that? Nutmeg? What is that?
Thank you for coming for our Christmas edition.
He's not dying fast enough.
Thank you.
I think
What?
he needs to die.
What?
It's too late now. You can tell him. He's already eating the cookie. Oh, there he goes.
Bye bye.